a bit difficult because we are using smartboard. And unable to try to write something on the whiteboard later. Okay. Okay, so there are 7 chapters throughout the 14 weeks. So maybe roughly 2 weeks we'll clear one topic. But if you guys are fast, we can clear one chapter 1 week. Because we have 4 hours. Okay. Basically, most of this you already learned in your SPM level. We just refresh it, and then we will apply in the engineering cases. We give you a statement, and then you use the mathematical model to solve it. More towards aerospace engineering application. Okay, so we have 7 chapters. Today we look at algebraic method with its simultaneous equation. I think easy for you guys lah, simultaneous equation. Okay, this CLO3 is important. Why is important is also tell you how we set the question in exam. CLO1 means sometimes we will ask about the fundamental of mathematics, means the steps, because mathematics is all about steps. Step 1 you do what, step 2 you do what, and so on. CLO2 means you solve engineering problem, means you need to relate to that particular statement, one paragraph. You need to extract information, then put that into the formula. Then you find. At the end, you get one number. You need to tell me what does that number mean to you. Okay. See, this one is the mathematical concept lah. Basically, 3 of these is quite similar. Okay. Okay. So this is my full name. I'm Dr. Ang. So my table is at level 2. My mobile you already have. My consultation hour means if you have any question about mathematics, you can come every Tuesday 3 to 5 or Thursday 3 to 5. Okay, or you can just WhatsApp me before you come. This one. Okay, this will be the layout of the assessment. 50% coursework. Sorry, it should be 60% coursework, 40% final. Okay, so what the 60% means? Midterm test, you have 2 tests, test 1 and test 2, each one 10%. Okay, so just now we have 7 chapters, right? Don't need to take photo. You'll see this one in island later. Okay, so of course, okay. Then midterm test you have 2, or I haven't decided, but here I decide I have 2 tests, means you have 2 chances to score lah. Some lecturer they only give you 1 midterm test, a bit risky a bit to me. So I break into 2, so each one of it 10%. So we have 7 chapters. Normally test 1 will be chapter 1 until chapter 3. Or if we fast, we go into chapter 4. If not, then test 2 will be chapter 4 until chapter 7. Then final exam, you have 7 questions or maybe 10 questions. Each chapter 1 question, something like that. Assignment, this 30%. This is a bit interesting. In my class, my assignment, I will extract from tutorial question that we discussed in class. Basically, all the answer is given. Your job is to copy the answer and copy and give me the assignment here. Okay, the question I will extract from the 7 chapter question, tutorial question. You need to give me hard copy. I want to see handwritten. Okay. Okay. Quiz. This one quiz. I will just give a very randomly. This one, I'll give very randomly. So like maybe I talk, then suddenly I stop. Okay, let's do a quiz. I give you 1 question, like tutorial question lah. Okay, then you do, then you pass up. This one maybe 5 times in 1 semester, or maybe it depends. Okay, final exam 40%. This one need 80% attendance. Okay, any question on the assignment? Assessment? No. Okay, so yeah, so this is the grading. So these are the chapter. So these are the textbook that I'm using. Yeah, So you can use any textbook, you can refer to any textbook you want. But basically in my class, you don't need to even open all these textbook. Basically, my slide already summarized everything for these 3 textbooks. As long as you understand what we talk about in class, you are okay. Okay. You can use this textbook for exercise, extra exercise. Okay. Okay, we go into chapter 1. Chapter 1, simultaneous equation. Let me try to use a board. Okay, we have a few type of equation. Y equal to mx plus c, or we can say y equal to ax plus b. This one, y equal to ax plus b. This is a linear equation. Y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. This is quadratic equation. And a equal to x3 plus plus plus. This one is polynomial. So in this algebra chapter 1, we will only look at linear equation. Linear equation means straight line lah. Straight line, we are solving the intersection point of the 2 lines. Okay. Quadratic, later chapter, not this chapter, but another chapter. Polynomial maybe in mathematics 2. Okay. Okay. So simultaneous equation. How many of you don't know a simultaneous equation? Heard this one before? No. Heard before, right? Simultaneous equation, basically, I just write something here. If you understand already, basically, we can go home already. We will look at 2 methods, but simultaneous equation look at this. Ax plus by equal to c. Dx plus ey equal to capital D. We are solving these 2 kind of equation, basically. So to solve this simultaneous equation, we are using subtraction and elimination. I will show you these 2 methods. Most of the time, we will use elimination. Substitution, you already know how to do already, means you rewrite one equation, then substitute inside another one. Substitution method is very useful in some of the module, for example, static and your senior year subject. You take one and then you substitute. Elimination, you will see in the year 2 and year 3 module. Okay. Metric will be in Engineering Maths 2. Okay, just a recap lah. This is just a recap of okay. How to come out from here? This one, yeah. Okay. So let's look at number 1. What is substitution and why we need to learn about solving simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation you will learn in this one is static later on, or this semester, teach by Dr. Zubaida. So you will see this one and then you need to balance the equation. And also some structure theory that you learn in year 2 and year 3, and maybe in year 4, right? So you need to balance some forces inside the structure. Something like this, you will see all these simultaneous equation was used in a simulation. This is the outcome of the presentation of the colors means some value that's solved by simultaneous equation. Okay. This is some of the electronic circuit inside the aircraft. Also, you apply this one especially for the reading of the numbers here. Or you won't look into detail this one. For example, air traffic control, you want to find the speed of the two aircraft arriving at the airport and so on. So simultaneous equation solve for that. So what is the collision point and all these things, right? Okay, this one. If you see me flip slide very fast one, means you can read yourself, and very high chance I won't ask you in the exam. Means I assume you already know and you can read at your own. Okay. So this will be the form linear equation that you see as equation. You're very familiar with it. So first is we call it unknown. Unknown means something that you don't know or you want to find. So we will use X, Y, Z, A, B, C alphabet order letter to represent unknown. In this chapter, we will use X and Y, P, Q, and Z sometimes. Okay. So if you have one unknown, you need one equation. You have two unknown, you need minimum two equation. You have three unknown, you need minimum three equation, and so on. Okay. This chapter, I only ask you two unknown. Okay. So for example, how you know got two unknown, got X and Y to solve. Okay. Okay. So this is another equation that you need to solve the value of X and Y, for example. Okay. So this is what I mentioned just now. If you have two unknown, you need minimum two solution or two equation to find the solution. This concept is very important as you go into the core subject of the aerospace engineering. Because some of you might already lost before you solve the question. Some question is unsolvable. We have more than three unknown, but we only have two equation. It's unsolvable. Okay. So we're going to learn two methods, substitution and elimination. Okay. So this is just a graphical. However, graphical is not part of the content of engineering maths 1. We already assume you know how to plot graph already. And even now we have technology that can plot graph using Excel, so you don't need this skill anymore. As long as you know how to read data, whether correct or not. Your job as an engineer or engineering student is to find solution for that problem. Identify problem, solve that problem. Okay. So let's start with the first example. We will go substitution and elimination. I will show you substitution first, then we will solve by elimination. Let's say you have two equations. Equation 1, x plus 2y equal to minus 14. Equation number 2, 4x minus 3y equal to 18. We want to solve, sometimes the question will force you to use a certain method. The question will be like, solve this simultaneous equation with substitution method. So we are forced to follow a certain step to solve that simultaneous equation. Okay, so some of you already know how to do, but I show you the steps. First, you write the two equation on your answer sheet. Copy the equation. Some of the student, when they copy, they also copy wrong, especially plus and minus sign. This is careless mistakes. This is simultaneous, maybe not much, but as you go deeper, you have the power 3, power 4. Sometimes when you transfer the information, you might copy the wrong number. Especially your writing, like a doctor writing one. Sometimes your X will look like something else, or your 1 will look like 7, something like that. So don't confuse your examiner, don't confuse your lecturer. Write properly. Okay, so we go substitution. Substitute means you rearrange the equation, then you put into another equation. So step 1, you see two equations. There are two unknown. First step is to log one of the unknown that you want to solve. In this case, we start with x, right? Start with x. You can choose any one. Substitution, you can choose any equation, but we choose the simplest and the shortest equation. So, and we choose for the x value. Okay, you choose one unknown first, x value. So we choose equation 1. So we rearrange the equation. We put the unknown on the subject. And we moving all the not necessary thing to the right. Like for example, 2y should not be on the left. Move 2y to another side, plus become minus. This is the very basic things, mathematics. Okay, but you can stop me if you don't understand. So first equation become equation 3. Yeah. So in your working, you have to tell me which equation that you're referring to. Sometime lah. This is just to build your habit first. Chapter 1, we build your good habit first. Okay. So if you change an equation, you multiply, you're moving some equation, it's good that you give a new note for that equation. Okay, I always have habit to tell me this is what equation. So equation 1 become rearrange, become equation 3. Then in your answer, you need to tell me how you substitute. You need to write substitute equation 3 into equation 2. You need to tell me how you substitute. Don't assume me I know. When I mark somehow I lost in your answer, I put question mark. You need to guide me how you answer. So first step, if you see 2 equation, copy 2 equation, then copy equation 1, equation 2, log into one of the unknown. You can log y, no problem, but my habit is always start with x. So I move x to the left, I get equation 3. Once I get equation 3, I substitute back to number 2. Don't substitute back into 1 because you are transforming 1 just now. If you substitute back into 1, you do not go anywhere. Okay. So 3 into 2, straight away, tell me what do you substitute. Like 4x, you copy, you are substituting x. So use bracket to represent what you substitute. Mention clearly what you're trying to do. So 4x, you are substitute with minus 2y minus 1. Close the bracket. Copy minus 3y equal to 18. So this is actually you copy from equation 2. But here, if you forget to put equation 2 also, I never mind lah. Because it's not yet the final answer. I just can give you pass for this. Step 1 to step 2, this is called substitution method. Okay, if the question forces you to use substitute method, what I want to see, you rearrange. You say rearrange equation 1, then you write how you rearrange. Mark as equation 3. Then the next line in your answer, you need to tell me what you're trying to do. You need to write substitute equation what into equation what and rearrange. Then you show something like this on the screen. Then you do rearrangement. Okay. So you should be able to continue from here. Okay. You expand the equation. 4 multiply minus 2 minus 8. 4 multiply minus 1 is minus 4. Then continue 3y. Solving for y. Rearrange. So minus 8 minus 3 is minus 11y. Minus 4 move to right hand side plus 4. Okay. So continue. Means all your unknown always on the left hand side of the equation. You solve it. At the end, I want to see y equal to 22 divided by 11 equal minus 2. Don't suddenly jump from here. Don't generally, these steps suddenly give me y equal to something. You need to show me some effort of pindah here and there. This engineering one. Okay. So this step, if you forget to give me 22 divided by minus 11, also correct. Because I know what you're trying to do. Okay. Then label this equation. Y equal to minus 2 is equation number 4. Is the final answer. Why you need to label this equation 4? Because you need to substitute this value back to equation 1. Why not equation 2? Because this number is from equation 2. If you substitute this back, also can get answer 1. But always back to the original. Yeah. So the next step is to substitute equation 4 to solve one of the parameter in equation 1. You can substitute back to 2, no problem. Because the keyword here is you are forced to use substitution method. We want you to see to use substitution. So you rearrange. You know that y equal to minus 2, x plus 2 bracket minus 2 equal 1. So x equal to minus 5. Minus x equal to 3. Then label that one as equation 5. Okay. Okay, some of you have habit you have habit of you have habit of this one, x equal to 3 dash dash like that. Okay lah, I can accept lah. Okay lah, but important is I can see you're working clearly. That is fine. I can still accept lah. This one. Okay. So this is substitution lah. So once you have this one, you are done already. Basically, you up to here you already done. But how you know you get the correct answer? But I don't check that one. But how you check yourself whether correct? You substitute back, You substitute back x and y, then whether you get minus 1 or not. So this is the at the end you need to tell me in your test or final exam, you need to write this one for me. No need to give me task lah. 3 dot also can. X equal 3, comma y equal to minus 2. You need to tell me what is your final answer. Because some of you you're very creative. Here one step, there one step. Sometimes I'm very lazy to follow your map. Okay, write constructively. This one. Okay, this is an illustration of substitution. Okay, no issue, no problem, Okay, now elimination. This one a bit more steps. Same equation just now. Equation 1, x plus 2y equal to minus 1, 4x minus 3y minus 18. So how does the elimination works? Elimination, the step 1, elimination means you want to remove something. You want to remove one of the unknown. Okay, how you remove one of the unknown? Oops, sorry. Okay. Step 1, you observe the coefficient in front of the unknown. You know that you're going to solve x and y. So you want to find the common coefficient or common factor in front of the x and y. So in this case, because we log into x, so the common coefficient between these two equations is 4. Right? You compare 4x and 4x. How you make it the same is that you get 4x and 4x, then you can eliminate. How you eliminate? you take equation 1, you take equation 1 multiply 4. In exam, you don't need to write the red color one. Don't need. You don't need to write the red color. Red color is just explain what I'm trying to do. Okay. So you only need to write equation 1. You need to write something like this. Here in your answer, you need to write, if you are doing elimination, you need to write equation 1 multiply 4 double dot. Then you write the steps. Okay, your answer, you write equation 1, you multiply 4, you get 4 bracket, the whole thing. Then this one become equation 3. Then continue the expansion of your equation. Okay, so the whole equation multiply 4. So you get 4x, 8y, and minus 4. Careless mistakes usually is the plus minus signs. When you in the test or final exam, you are so nervous already. Sometimes negative can be positive. I don't know why. You can suddenly become positive. A positive can be sometimes become negative also. Right? So you continue the steps, right? Continue the steps. Okay, continue the steps. Okay, remember to write this one. Equation 1 multiply 4, then you have these steps. Expand the equation. Yeah. So in the new line, you write something like this. So equation 3, you get 4x plus 8y equal to minus 4, means equation 1 transformed into equation 3 already. You do not need to transform equation 2 because our main objective is to have the same coefficient. Okay, let me add this. So I want to see you write the two equations together and then show me the working. The word eliminate means to eliminate the unknown. How you eliminate? In this case, you can either use equation 3 plus equation 2 or equation 3 minus equation 2. Elimination means you use positive addition or subtraction. Okay. So I will draw a line below the two equations. Below the line is my answer. I need to write this one. Below the line here, I need to write to show to the examiner what I'm trying to do. Take equation 3 minus equation 2, or don't need to write the take word. We just write equation 3 minus equation 2. Why we take 3 minus 2? Because 4x plus 4x, you cannot eliminate. Only you take minus, you can eliminate the 4x. Yeah? So you will get 4x minus 4x, you get 0x, plus 8y plus 8y minus 3y. This will be the careless mistake usually happen. Minus because you take equation 2 minus 3 minus 2. So plus 8y minus 3y minus 4 minus 18. Then you continue the expansion of equation. Next step, you do not see the x anymore. This is elimination steps. This is the elimination step. If you are forced to use elimination. Okay. Most of the machine use elimination method nowadays. Because if you use substitution, you need more memory to put inside the equation. Okay. So we continue. Y equal to minus 2. You get the same answer as the substitution. Okay, minus y equal to minus 2. How you get x? use back the substitution method. Okay, you get y equal to -2 is equation 4 already. So the rest is the substitution. Equation 4, you can choose to substitute into equation 1 or equation 2. But rule of thumb means the rules of solving question, we always go for the shortest and simplest equation. Don't complicate yourself with the very high coefficient. So go for the most simplest one. So it's equation 1. So substitute y equal -2 inside here, solve for x. Okay. At the end, you get -3. Remember to tell me your final answer. Thus or 3 dot, x equal 3, comma, y equal -2. You don't need to write the back lah. Okay. Right. So this is a substitution and elimination. If you understand, we are done for today. These are the concepts. And then I will show you some special case on the substitution and elimination. Okay. This is the exercise. Who have questions just now? The two method? No. So this one I consider as your homework, but all the answer is inside my slides. You can just look it up. You can try to solve and then yeah, you can try to solve lah. Answer is there. Okay, this is another question also. If you understand already, go home and try it out. Yeah. So this is just more lots of same process lah. Same process. Elimination method. Okay, try to observe the step, but actually it's quite and sometimes you see solve. Solve, of course, in exam I won't use solve lah. Solve means you can use either method. Most of the time, we'll use elimination method straight away. Or sometimes substitution. It depends on. In a task, you are given a very specific instruction. Okay. Okay, so just to tell you that elimination method is the most common one. This question, I do not give you the step, but I give you the answer. You can solve and try to see whether correct or not. Okay, there are some exercise you can do, right? No need to pass it to me. So sometimes I will use this practice question as a quiz. I will teach then suddenly, okay, take this as your quiz, solve this one, pass up within like 30 minutes. Yeah, so try to solve this one if you have time, right? So can do lah. I'll also give you the answer. The step I don't need to show you lah, but important is the final answer. Okay, boleh ya? Am I too fast? No, okay. Yeah, I don't want to bore you guys. Okay, so the rest also the same. This is what? Oh, okay. This is a bit special question, not special lah. If you see a question something like this, 3p plus 2q means I do not rearrange the equation in the format of a plus b equal to 0 or something. So this kind of question, actually we want you to rearrange it. For example, this one, you need to rearrange in the format of a plus b equal to 0. Means move the unknown, all the unknown to the left hand side. Then put it as 0. Okay, something like this. Then the rest is the same, either substitution or elimination. Okay. So there are three simple. I summarize here for elimination. First, make sure you have the same coefficient. Then you eliminate either plus or minus, take two equations, plus or minus, substitute back, then find the solution. Okay, these three steps. In the test, you don't need to write this one, only you need to tell me the step. What the step you do. Okay. Okay. To understand, I'll go, this one, I'll go very fast. Okay. Just now we see very perfect equations. Sometimes you will see fraction. Some of you have a lot of careless mistake, especially you come to this fraction question. Okay, how to solve this kind of fraction question is to make sure the number denominator, you eliminate it. For example, this one, equation 2, how to eliminate? Multiply 3 lah. How? Then this one, 8 and 2 multiply by 8 lah. Transform the equation into the one that quite standard, a plus b equals 0, or ax plus by equals 0. That format, transform that one. So this one, if you understand already, I'll just go very fast. So again, if this kind of question come out, you need to tell me what you're trying to do. Some of you forget to tell me what you're trying to do. Remember to tell me, like for example, this one, you know that you are multiply 8. You need to write equation 1 multiply 8 double dot. Then you show me what you do. Don't suddenly, this one become x plus 28y. Then you give me equation 3. I'll put question mark. How you arrive this one? You need to tell me how to do. Yeah. You need to produce the answer where your classmate, when you look at the answer, they know what you're trying to do. Okay, the rest is the same. Elimination method. Yeah. So this kind of format is what we expected if you are forced to use elimination. So we expect you to draw a line and then you tell me what plus what or y minus what. Then tell me the result. Then you continue to solve from there. Then important, you tell me your conclusion. What is your answer? So this is just a check. How you check your answer is correct. You just substitute back, then find whether left hand side equal to right hand side or not. Okay. Okay. We are done with the fraction. What about decimal, please? Just now we saw perfect number, then we saw fraction. Now decimal place. Decimal place, the trick is to make the number become full number. Multiply 10, multiply 100, just to remove the decimal place. Okay. So this is just based on how many you want to multiply lah. As long as I don't see decimal place. Okay. So in this case, I just multiply with 100. Equation 1, I remove the decimal place. How I know I need to multiply 10 or 100? I use the maximum decimal place. For example, equation 1 maximum is 2 decimal place, so I multiply 100. Same with the second one. So if the question, you see equation 1, equation 2, let's say equation 1, you see 2 decimal place. Equation 2, also you need to follow 2 decimal place. So that when you align elimination method, you can eliminate clearly. Okay. So this one you know already, I will go very fast. Okay. Important is the equation. Is the equation. Why? Because this habit will help you to solve your static problem later on. You are taking static this semester. You need to show which equation go to which equation. Okay. Okay, so same. Okay, so this is the exercise. If you're interested to do, then go do. Okay, the answer is here. What else? This one is okay. This is just to show you sometimes substitution is more easier than the elimination. sometime lah, substitution. So you are free to choose whichever is more easier, unless the question force you to use certain method. Okay, so I go very fast if you already understand. Okay, the rest is still same. So fraction, you remove fraction by multiplying the most common denominator. For example, 2 and 5 is 10. This one is multiplied by 2. And if you see decimal place, make sure after you multiply the 2, you do not see decimal place. Okay. This one easy. Easy. So this one also same. Okay. Another more complex one, where you see A and B or X or Y in one same denominator. Something like this. Equation 1, 1 over X plus Y equal to 427. And this one, X, 2X minus Y. Okay. So this one, I recommend a method called cross product. What you do, you change it into a linear form where AX, BY equals 0. So how I do? I do cross method. I 27 multiply 1, then this one bracket X plus 1 multiply 4. This one a bit faster lah. I can do slow one like substitute this one, but no need lah. In our class, I just tell you what to do. You just use cross product, just cross it. Then you'll get two side equation, linear. Understand? Yeah, so like what I show on here lah. The final, the objective is to get a linear form of equation. AX plus BY equals 0 or equal to a full number. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, in your steps, you need to show me, don't suddenly jump into equation 3. You need to show me what you're trying to, how you cancel the X and Y and so on. Okay. Okay, I show you how I give you marks. Usually, you can read from the question at the last question there got a point one. So from the point, actually, you can roughly know how many steps are there. So if you want to solve this one, so basically, this is 1 mark. This is another mark. Then equation 2, here, you do the same cross, you get 1 mark. Substitute, you get this one, you arrange. You solve this one 2 mark, answer always 1 to 2 marks. So here, sorry, this one 2, this one 1, 2, then the answer 1. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this normally 2 marks. So this one is 10 marks. So if like in the final, this one will be half lah. I mean the marks will compressed into half. Like maybe normally like this like 8 marks, 10 marks, something like that. Normally if final exam like X maybe 1 mark only, this one only 1 mark only, this one 1 mark only. But the steps are always there lah. I do not mark you to check the answer. As long as I got X equal 5, I give you marks. Y equal to 7 over 4, I give you marks. Okay. I think we can go home a bit early today. Okay. This is your homework. If you want to do, you can go ahead and do. Right? Okay, this one is just an example that you normally see in your engineering module. Static, dynamic, and all the engineering problems. So for example, you see a paragraph. the law of kinetic friction, log L for experiment is in the form of so and so, and A and B is constant. When F equal to something, L equal to something, and give you another set of F and L, find the value of A and B in this situation. So this one usually you see in the static module, or in physics, if you learn physics before. Okay, so how to find A and B? Basically, it's just substitution. Once you substitute, you find two equations already. So two equations actually is solving simultaneous equation. You can use elimination or substitution. Okay, I'll show you. So from the question, you copy the general equation, equation 1. Then you need to write the boundary condition in static or in the engineering problems. This is called boundary condition. Boundary condition. So means the condition that you have, F equals something, L something, substitute inside there, you get one equation, equation 2. Repeat the same, F equals to something, L something, substitute back, you get this one. So actually I skip one step, means you need to write substitute in equation 1, double dot, get this one, then this one, substitute in equation 1, double dot, get this one. But this one a bit fast already. So get two equations solved by elimination or substitution. Okay. So at the end, you will get the A and B. Then you get a general equation. After you get A and B, in a static question, you need to substitute A and B inside general equation. For mathematics engineering 1, you don't need to put back here, unless the question mention conclude your answer with a full equation or with the calculated value A and B. So if the question asks you to conclude, means you substitute back. The equation for this case, F equal to 0.2 L plus 4.0. Why decimal? Because your A value is 0.2. Understand? Because your A here is 0.2. So your B must follow the decimal place in engineering question. Okay. But of course, in the test, if you forget to put 0.0, also I give you correct one. For engineering mathematics, for other subject, maybe the accuracy is not there. Some subject they look for accuracy. For engineering maths, okay lah. For me, you forget 0.0, also I give you correct. I saw in 5.4 for example, this case. Okay. This one is what? This one another example. If you understand the previous one, this one should be no problem. Okay. Any question? Oh, wow. Oh, very good. This one also same. Okay. So this will be the one that you see in your test, also final exam. I give you one condition, and then you write the boundary condition, substitute, get two equations, solve it, elimination or substitution. This is you learn in your apply simultaneous equation in electronic circuit design. For example, this one you will get two equations using Kirchhoff laws. For this one, I don't explain what Kirchhoff lah. You learn in the circuit design, but straight away I give you two equations, solve it by simultaneous equation method. Okay. Okay. If you have no question, I will just let you read lah during your free time. Okay. This one also same. This one, S equal to UT plus half AT squared. This one you learn in your physics, or you learn this one in your dynamic class. Dynamic class. Or some static also, static last chapter. also. Okay. So this one is to find, yeah. So this another example lah. Ohm's law. And I give you the answer lah. You go and find these are the answer. Okay. Heat capacity, thermodynamics, also same. This is the answer for this question, right? This is extra problems to solve. I got 7 of it. The answer is there. Okay. This is just do your own revision. Okay. With this, we conclude chapter 1 in our first week. Very good. Okay. Quiz ka? No.